share. Okay. Let me know if you can see the agenda.
Looks good.
Yep.
You guys have this participant list in the way, or can you not see that?
Cannot see it.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure that if somebody tries to get in, I'll let them in. All right, well, welcome everybody. Just quickly wanted to say happy birthday, Chris.
Yahoo!
Woohoo!
Happy Chris.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you.
I just needed to embarrass him a little bit. All right, well.
Sorry, before we get rolling too hard, can I, let me just do a quick log of who's on the call so we have it for our records.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so we've got Alex, me, Brad. Luca, your last name is, can you pronounce that?
Yeah, it's don't, like don't without a T.
Okay. And George and Marcy.
Here.
And Cassie and Lee.
Cassie and Lee.
I'm sure my wife will come and hang out and say hi in a minute.
And
Hey.
me.
Oh,
Oh, Cynthia.
and Cynthia. Great, thank you.
Cool, thank you. All right. Okay, so welcome everybody. Chris wants to go have a nice birthday celebration, so we're gonna do the Overlook Views, and then he's gonna bolt. Briefly, you wanna go through the election results, and then go through the board reports and statements. So I was hoping that everybody would just give a brief introduction, and then say why you wanted to be on the board, and then public comments, and then adjourn at 7:30. So Chris, first topic is you.
Great. So we have another issue of the Views coming up. Distribution will be early December, late November. So I wanted to get a jump start on topics. Right now, my plan is that we'll have, for sure, board bios, basically what we put on the website, along with pictures. I'll ask each of you to send me kind of a current picture that we can include with it. And then I think we'll be due for an update on the move of Hazelnut Grove to the new campsite up in St. John's, because the city had said they're shooting for, the fall here. It's obviously not going to happen with COVID, but I think we can get an update out of them on what their thinking is on timeline on that. That's obviously not enough to fill the issue, so we're going to throw it out there. What other stories do people think we should have in the fall issue?
When we have, in the last issue, we talked about the bridge, right, already? The Trunnion. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it should be quiet on the transportation side for once.
I don't know.
So a third one we could do is, it's going to be kind of a weird timing on it, but it's something that Cynthia suggested to me for the weekend update in terms of what are steps that people can take, especially people along the bluffs, to protect their yards from fire. There's not a lot of action to do in the middle of the winter, but as sort of a spring prep reminder, we could include that.
Yeah, I had a good conversation with the director's senior manager, and he's going to be talking to some people, including the Fire Bureau, about possibly having a Zoom call with homeowners, maybe throughout the neighborhoods affected by the bluff. So Arbor Lodge, University neighborhood, Cathedral Park, and so on. And they might be able to supply some, we can certainly, Chris, you can certainly get some quotes and maybe some other information that's relevant.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oops, can I bring up the publishing dates for the newsletter?
Yeah, if you have the dates, Alan, that'd be great.
Yep, okay. It should be out between November 10th and 21st, and it's a winter newsletter, not the fall.
Right. So when does that need, what's the deadline then for,
You have to, October, the third week in October, or the second week in October.
Yeah, probably like around October 24th would be our deadline
Yeah.
for
Something
content.
like that.
October what?
October 23rd,
Yep, that sounds about right.
that's the Friday. That'll give Chelsea a week to get everything together,
Mhm.
let us review it, a few more days, she can get it to the printer by November 6th, and then we'll be able to distribute them after the 10th.
So
Do we want to put something in about land use? Since
I think
something that's
so.
important that we haven't talked about in a very long time.
It would be
Yeah.
nice to get an update about the reach, or wait, no, sorry. Was that Proud Ground project at Alberta and Interstate? And let's see.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else, big project that's?
Oh,
Yeah, the other one, the Kamala Karaya or whatever it was, the one on Denver and Killingsworth.
That one's
Yeah.
almost done, isn't it?
Yeah,
On that one.
that one's almost done, but that would be kind of cool to talk
That
about
would be,
it.
it'd be interesting to put some photos in of the projects and updates.
Mm-hmm.
And is anything going to happen at the Killingsworth and Interstate southeast corner?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think when, what was that, 2 years ago when Mike did a really nice summary, comprehensive overview of the projects, it got a lot of good feedback from people. Maybe we'll have a land use person at the next board meeting. We'll find out who that will be.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Let's, we'll pin down who's going to do it at the board meeting.
Okay.
And Alex will do, assuming you are chair again, you'll do a message from the chair?
I mean, I think the chair is going to do a message from the chair, no matter who that person is.
There you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
What about, are we going to have a virtual holiday party? I don't know.
That'd be
This is-
fun.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's got an idea there, but we could, I think it'd be great to have something at least addressing that we're not having the party in the newsletter, since it's been something we've had for a number of years.
You could still do a raffle.
It'd be hard to distribute tickets for a raffle. It'd be-
Well, there'd be some way to do it.
There's somebody in a far off land would be happy to help us with that, I'm sure.
Do we
For
want
a
to?
small fee.
So our next meeting is October 5th. Our board meeting is October 5th, right?
6th.
6th.
Thanks.
3 weeks.
Okay. Maybe after that, do we want, if in case we don't get all of the committee positions filled, do we want to put out something, something in the newsletter about here are the positions that are open? I'm thinking like events or, I mean, I
That
don't
kind
know.
of struck me as a topic suitable for the message from the chair,
Okay.
unless the chair has something else in mind, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. At one point, I know that, oh gosh, what was her name? The woman who did the sustainable Overlook, Leslie.
Leslie?
I know she did a big story on like climate change and things that people can do. Maybe it's timely to do something like that again with it top of mind.
What do you think about, especially since we've given money to them, some more information from the neighborhood emergency team, considering we've
Mhm,
kind of
the
been
net
in
team.
that mode of being very restricted?
Yeah, we could do the net team again. They've been doing a lot with the fires.
Yeah, a story about that alone would be great.
Yeah, it's true.
I didn't know. Thank you.
Yeah, they've
Brad,
been
would you
going to
like to volunteer
Clackamas
to write
a
that?
lot. Huh?
I was wondering if Brad would volunteer to write that.
The net article?
Yeah.
Oh, I think the net folks will be happy to write it, but I could help make it happen if you'd like.
If you could reach out to them, that'd be great. I'll put
Happy
you
to
in
do it.
I think I must have been dropped off the email list because I haven't heard at all what net folks are doing. So that would be a good article.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jeremy Van something or other, whatever his name is. I get emails from him all the time. Even though I haven't done anything with net in a very long time. But yeah, that would be a great story. So how's that for topics?
I think that's great. I'll kind of space it out and we can take this up again at the board meeting and make sure we have final assignments on who's writing what.
Perfect.
Great. Thank you, everyone.
Cool.
Have a good evening.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
have a
log
fun
out.
birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Bye, Chris.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Election results. Let me pull up this other thing I have. This is not very fancy, but I'm going to use it anyway. So as you guys will recall, we updated the bylaws. We had 12 positions and we had 11 people volunteer for the board. So according to the bylaws, if there's not a contested election, everybody who volunteers to be on the board becomes board members. So the 2020-2021 OKNA board members are listed here: Alan, Alexandra, Brad, Casey, Cassie, Christian, Chris, Cynthia, George, John Parks, Lee, and Marcy. So what I wanted to do was I was hoping that everybody could give a very brief intro and then talk about why you decided to be on the board. That sound okay? Okay, I'm gonna go in order. So Alan, you're first.
Okay, well, I've lived in this neighborhood since 1951, and I've been with the neighborhood association since 1991. And I've been chair, co-chair, and I'm an at-large person, but right now I'm in charge of delivering the newsletter. And I stay on the board because I'm in charge of delivering the newsletter. That's about it.
All right, thanks. All right, I guess I will go next. So I have been in Overlook for, how long have I been here? Since 2009, so maybe I'm a newbie, I don't know. And I decided to be on the board. I've been on the board for 3 years, and I decided to re-up because I think the board is doing a lot of interesting work. This last year has not been, we've not had a lot to do, but hoping that things will get back to quote unquote normal and we'll be able to do a lot of the things that we were doing before. Brad.
All right. Hello, everyone. So I've been in Overlook since 1991 as well, and been coming to neighborhood meetings since about 1992. And I've been interested from the transportation side and helped with a lot of projects, urban renewal, but also I work for Kaiser Permanente. And so even though that's a home at the moment, often that's been at either Best Kaiser, now Adidas, or at the Interstate campus. So I've tried to help keep those places connected. And interested in helping with the organization. At the moment, I am the treasurer as well.
Great, thanks. Casey is not on, I don't think. Casey? Cassie.
Hi, I'm Cassie. My husband Lee is here as well. We moved to Overlook last September. We had lived in the neighborhood previously, but about 6 years ago. So this has always been a neighborhood that we really loved, and we were super excited to move back. But I was interested in joining the board to help with neighborhood communication things, social media. I can help with the newsletter, but the online email as well, any of those things.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
Lady
Chris?
You'll get to me.
Chris is off. Cynthia.
Well, welcome Cassie and Lee. That's great that you're on board with us. Cynthia Slasky, I've lived here since 1997. I got on the board because I received training to be a neighborhood tree steward and began to coordinate tree plantings in the neighborhood, and got on the board to do that, and then got involved with parks and involved myself with lots of other projects over the years. And a little bit like what you said, Alexandra, this last year has been, I mean, the movie in Overlook Park was canceled. We haven't really done anything at Canton Square Park. I mean, it's been pretty quiet. So I thought I could commit to another year, and I'm hoping that we can have a movie in Overlook Park next September. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm just not ready to retire from the board. So here I am.
We're very glad. All right, George, AKA Carolyn.
Yes, courtesy of my wife's smartphone. And so we moved to Overlook in 1980 and had a couple of kids. And I worked with the City of Portland and the Portland Police Bureau Property Evidence Division for about 27 years. I was also involved with the Oregon Air National Guard for about 25 years, actually a bit more, and have been involved with the Neighborhood Association for about 30 years, doing tree plantings, neighborhood cleanup, land use, and other assorted things, the various controversies along the way with the Granny Flats and with the attempted renaming of Interstate Avenue to Cesar Chavez, etc. Kind of the real touch points of maximum involvement by the people in the community. And so for the last 8 or 9 years, been doing the Public Safety Action Committee meetings. And the last couple of years here has been kind of a rocky road. It's getting reformulated, and I want to be sticking around to see how that helps and put in my 2 cents worth. We had a meeting that I attended part of last Thursday, and the 2 volunteer folks are going to be flying it pretty much by themselves. The city's involvement has dropped off, and I'm not pleased with that. North Portland Neighborhood Services has donated the Zoom time, at least for the time being. And so I've got my fingers crossed that continues to work out, and that as things move forward, it'll get back to some semblance of what it was. Of course, with COVID-19 and et cetera, it's been quite disorienting for everybody involved. But I'd like to be involved with it to see which way it goes and to perhaps help put it back on track. So that's about it.
Thanks, George.
I
John.
couldn't quite tell there. Was I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Just audio? Was I on just audio?
We can see you.
Okay. Okay. I couldn't
All right,
see
John.
myself on this end, but that's okay. I haven't figured this thing out yet. Okay.
John, you're up.
Oh, thank you. My name's John Parks. Been on the board for 1 year. I got involved because I retired and had time to do things. And I've we first moved here in 1975 as renters, homeowners here since 1979. The children were all born in the neighborhood. They grew up. Now one of them lives here and her children go to school at Beach. And so I feel connected. I just wanted to be able to help keep the neighborhood on track, getting better. It was a good neighborhood when we bought our house and moved in. was a little rough around the edges, some crime problems. That got better, and now we have new problems, trying to help everyone who's houseless. And I just wanted to see if I could play a little part in that.
All right, thank you. Lee, newbie number 2.
Yeah. So ultimately, we were tricked by Chris, and now we're here. No,
He does that.
he does that. We had a number of conversations with Chris and Peggy, and when we were living, this is our second time in the neighborhood. I think most people know that. But we really just love it here. And when we were living in Nashville, we were part of our neighborhood association and community there, and saw what good it could do for the community. And so to be able to do the same thing here in a neighborhood that we really deeply love will be great. I'm currently already a member of the grievance committee, so it just made sense to go for the board.
Great. All right, thanks. Welcome. And Marcy, last but not least.
I joined the board because my parents always taught me that volunteering for community organizations, for community things is going to make everything better. And I know I can't do anything about the outside world, but I can do something for my community. And so last year, after Office of Civic Life and Community Life and Civics said that only rich white men were on the board, I decided it was time for me to become a rich white man and join the neighborhood association. So I'm here to see if I can make a difference in my community. I've lived here since 1988. The house that I live in was my aunt's, who bought it in 1952. So I've been coming to this neighborhood since I was little. But I'm just hoping to kind of make the area better and find out what I can and keep my neighbors informed and actually keep myself informed. I went to a few neighborhood association meetings years ago, but I'd always worked on Tuesdays, so I couldn't join until I retired. And so, yeah, here I am now.
Great. Well, thanks for coming back out. All right, well, thanks everybody, and welcome to Cassie and Lee. Our first official meeting of the new board will be October 6th, and that's when we will go through and we'll assign the different committee members, etc. So be ready for that. All right. I don't have anything else. Does any of the other board members have anything else? Any other updates or anything?
Just one quick one, in case you didn't see it. The I-5 Bridge Trunnion project is delayed 1 week, so it will start this Saturday instead of last Saturday.
Okay.
Still run 10, 11 days, so it'll run through the following weekend.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Is that like the 19th through the 29th or so? 28th?
Yeah, I think it's 27th.
27th. That's Sunday, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Anybody else? If not, we'll go to public comments. And we have one person from the public.
Oh, besides us.
I know, besides. This is true. All right, I'm gonna move to public comments, and anybody have any public comments? Luca, you have anything?
I'm the only member of the public.
No, we're all members of the public, but I'm just putting you on the spot.
It's lovely to meet everyone. I hope to be able to contribute in whatever way that we can. My wife's over there talking to somebody. But yeah, thanks for the invite and looking forward to the next meeting.
Great. Yeah, if you're interested in doing something, let me know.
Oh, for sure. I'll write you an email separately.
Okay, sounds great.
I think there is one spot left on the board, right? So
There is one spot left on the
just
board.
saying.
Are you looking for tributes? Because I will volunteer as tribute if you're looking for an extra body.
You're looking for it being on the board?
I would be more than happy to contribute what I can.
Okay. I think we have to, I can't remember what the bylaws say. We have to vote.
Sure.
First, we have to get everybody on the board.
Right.
Which will happen on October 5th, 6th. And then we'll have to look at the bylaws. I think we just need a 50% vote to get new members, I believe, or maybe it's 2/3. I have to go back and look.
Let me know. I'm open. I'm in the neighborhood, so you
Awesome.
know where to find me.
All right, send me an email.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. All right, any other comments from board
I have a
members?
question.
Yeah.
Are we all doing 1 year or 2 years?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out the next meeting too.
Okay.
I had several people ask for 1 year.
Okay.
So, so we have 6 that are going to do 2 years, 6 that are going to do 1 year. Like I said, I think I have 3 people at least that want to do 1 year. So
Well,
we can figure out the other.
But I was going to say if you're having trouble filling those.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm up for 2 years if you're having trouble filling those.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to make everybody 2 unless you're asking me for 1.
No.
That's how it's I think that's the better way to do it. Yeah, we will figure that out. Good point. Because what the plan was, whoever got the highest number of votes, the top 6 would be 2 years, the bottom 6 would be 1 year. So this, we're going to have to figure out a different way to do it. So we'll do it based on what people are interested in. At the next
You want to, just curious if you want to, I don't know, do a doodle poll or something so you can get folks'
Yeah, like I said, I'm assuming 2. If you don't want to do 2, if you want to be just signed up for 1, then send me an email. And I already know 2 people that want to be 1, 3 people that want to be 1. So there's 3.
Okay.
There's 2 more spots at this point. So just let me know.
Cool.
All right, anything that I'm missing? Any other comments? Otherwise, we will adjourn 29 minutes early,
Wow.
which is always good. All right, cool. Well, then I will give you your evening back. Have a great smoky evening. Hopefully tomorrow or Thursday, this will clear up a little bit. I'm looking forward to going outside and being able to walk around without a N95 stuck to my face.
Agreed. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody, take care.
Good night.
Everybody.
Bye.
Welcome,
Good
Luca.
night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Hope to see you
Bye.
in the neighborhood.